Hey, I have been making this really yummy thing. It's a type of Thai, nope, it's Vietnamese food. It's called a fresh roll, and I make them vegan style because I don't like pork. It usually comes with pork and shrimp. So I was like, that's easy. We can probably make that at home. Or but I shared some with my roommate. So here it goes. I'm gonna teach you how we do the dough. I'll show you the ingredients first and then we'll make one together. So, ingredients include rice paper. You can buy this in the Asian aisle at almost any grocery store. Peanuts. Peanuts are good. This is just lettuce, spring lettuce, I think. Basil. They didn't have Thai basil at the store that I went to, so I just used regular. It looks a little sad, and it's just because I wet it and then was like crunching it up to try to get the water off, and it just made it look sad. Fresh cilantro. This is rice undu. I don't remember what it's called. My phone was very off. But we'll be chopping this before we put it in because it is long, like hair. Mushrooms, and I just use water, so they're kind of like boiled mushrooms. That sounds really gross, but they're fine. This is sauteed tofu, and I did them in strips because essentially this will be the length of the rolls. And then shredded carrots, I shredded it myself, I'm not a cheater. And fresh avocado, optional. I'm going to be doing food prep for the whole week, so I likely won't put avocado in a lot of them, only the ones I plan on eating today and tomorrow. And I don't even know if they'll hold up the whole week, but we're going to give it a try. So let me pause you, and then I won't even pause you. I'm just going to put you over here so you can make the things. Okay, so here I have a plate full, not full of water, but it has some water in it. I'm actually going to add more because it's almost gone. My cat would like to help, but I think he would just make a mess. It doesn't have to be hot water, it can be cold. Let's see, it's over here. So at first I thought maybe it was hot, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so then we're going to take our rice paper, and you're just going to lay it in, I have a plate of water here. So I'm going to lay it in the plate of water, get every square millimeter of the rice paper wet on both sides. So you flip it, do the same thing. And then once it's completely saturated, you can go ahead and lay it down, and we're going to do another one, because what I have learned from trial and error is that one is not enough. It's too thin. So we do two. This feels like two. Okay, so same thing with the other one. We're going to get every square millimeter wet. And just a few seconds on each side, they just need to be saturated. Oh, this one will go crusty. Hush, baby. Hush. Okay, so let that sit for a second. I have a bowl full of peanuts here, and I'm just using the bottom of a glass cup to kind of chop them up because they're whole and have no shells, obviously. That's enough for our first one. So yeah, bottom of cups come in handy for all things, especially Mexican food. Like when I make Mexican food and I'm making fresh beans that took like 8 hours to cook, when they're finished cooking. So now I'm putting the crushed peanuts on the rice paper. When they finish cooking the beans, I use the bottom of like a hard cup to mash them. Okay, so we have a little bit, like just a handful of those crushed peanuts. Now I'm going to take a hush, baby. Take a lettuce leaf, stick it there on the paper. I'm going to take some basil. It's not Thai basil, but it'll just have to do, like I said. And I shred it just a smidge. And then some cilantro. That one doesn't really need to be shredded. With the cilantro, I took the stems off so that, or just as much as I could so that it's not weird. Some mushrooms. I don't have many, so I'm going to go a little stingy on the mushrooms. And a log, or whatever you want to call this, of tofu. I'll go ahead and do avocado. I'm going to do a little sprig. I don't know if it's called a sprig, but some carrot. Do a little bit of avocado. Hush, baby. Just enough to make it yummy. Sweet. And then last but not least, we're gonna chop up this rice hair. Just a little bit. Just like a burrito, you don't want to go overkill. Ooh, that's a long piece. Because then it's hard to close. Okay. So it looks good. Now we're gonna roll them up. So ideally you want to do this before it's so sticky. So first I'm gonna kind of roll the stuff into the lettuce like a little lettuce burrito. I'm gonna come around with this rice paper, move it to the front. It's just like wrapping a burrito. I'm doing it fairly tight, just like a burrito. And you can, at the restaurant, they leave the end open. You can do that. I'm gonna tickle my throat. But I'm gonna close it. And voila. Then I got a Thai peanut sauce that you can use for dipping. Sweet chili peanut. It's pretty good. This is a little spicy, but I couldn't find and others that'll do.